Yo, you're now tuned into Dirty Red, the boxing head. What's going on out there, fight fans? Man, look, first thing first, start off. Congratulations to the new, undisputed welterweight champion of the world, Terence Bud Crawford. Secondly, I'd like to say thank you to both Terence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence for finally getting together, making this fight happen. This is what we've been waiting on for a long time, and we got it. We got to see it. We got to witness history. Got to witness greatness. Third, I'd like to say, Errol Spence, you don't have anything to be ashamed of. You fought hard. You fought with your heart. You were courageous. You were just dealing with somebody that was on another level. And we finally seen that he was on another level. You know, a lot of people we knew, or at least we thought we knew. We thought we knew what we was looking at. But let's get into it. We thought we knew what we were looking at when we were looking at Terence Bud Crawford, right? But they would say he hasn't fought anybody. And that's why this feels so good, because Terence Crawford has kind of been held back in a way. Like, the top guys that would stamp him as that guy, he's been avoided. Let's just keep it real. He's been avoided. They did not want to get in the ring with this guy. No. Danny Garcia, they didn't want to get in the ring with this guy. Keith Thurman really didn't want to get in the ring with this guy. I don't want to say he outpriced himself, because I can't tell anybody what to ask for. But when the number starts reaching a certain amount, it lets you know what the other fighters think about you. When they want an extraordinary amount of money to get in the ring with somebody, that lets you know how they feel about, this guy, and how they feel about his capabilities of hurting you. And we see it. Do you see it? Do you see his capabilities of hurting? Because he put a hurting, a beating on Spence. Like, one-sided, like a master class for the ages. Because let this sink in. Errol Spence was a real unified champion. Errol Spence really did beat 3 welterweight champions to become a unified champion. Errol Spence is one of the best welterweights of his era. Errol Spence is like, yeah, he like that. Errol Spence is really like that. Errol Spence is really like that. Let that sink in first. Let that shit sink in first. But Terence Crawford is on another level. And the crazy part about it, right? Terence Crawford took away the jab almost instantly. Jab wasn't there. Terence Crawford owned jab. It was there and it was sharp. He even scored a knockdown with it in the second round. That's one of the key attributes people will say that Errol Spence had over Terence Crawford was the jab. Turns out Errol Spence don't have a better jab than Terence Crawford at all. He don't. He got a great jab though, but it's not better than Bud. Second thing, people were saying that Errol Spence is a better inside fighter. Even I thought Errol Spence was a better inside fighter. For me, that was like, okay, Errol Spence on the inside, that's where he has the advantage. Errol Spence ain't a better inside fighter than Terence Crawford. When they got on the inside, Errol Spence couldn't even hit him. Terence Crawford was looking like a mixture of James Toney and Floyd Mayweather with the defense he was using on the inside. Shelling up, rolling, slipping punches, rolling, blocking the left hand. Like, yeah. So even on the inside, he couldn't mess with him. They said Errol Spence was a better body puncher than Terence Crawford because Errol Spence likes to go to the body. Terence Crawford was hitting Errol with some mean body shots. They said Errol Spence was the bigger and stronger welterweight. I told y'all. I think Terence Crawford is the strongest welterweight in the division. He showed him. I think it was like the second round. Errol Spence got up on Terence Crawford and Bud just pushed him off like, oh, get back. Dude strong. And then he displayed everything else that he had. The footwork, the ring IQ, the better positioning, the better timing, the better counterpunching, the better jab, the better punch selection. All around masterclass. It was a thing of brutal beauty, what he did to Errol Spence. It was a thing of beautiful, brutally beautiful. Whoa. There's a fish fry going on, man. I forgot what round it was, but Errol Spence tried to come in for an overhand left, and the uppercut was so crispy that Crawford delivered to Errol. It was so crispy, like, fuck. It was a thing of beauty. It was a masterful performance. Like, be grateful that we got to see this fight, and be grateful that we got to witness such a great fighter in this time. Like, this guy is really like a modern day Sugar Ray Robinson. Let it sink in. This guy, and people might disagree with this, but yeah, I think this guy is better than Floyd Mayweather. Like, we need to take that TBE off of Floyd Mayweather name and stamp that on Terence Bud Crawford. TBC is TBE. Because could he have did that to Errol? Like, could he have really dominated Errol Spence like that? Man, he could have won, but like I say, this is the hurt business. So you get extra stripes for dishing out the punishment. Yeah, and Bud dished out the punishment. He dished it out early, he dished it out often, and he didn't take any punishment. At the end of the fight, Terence Crawford looked like he didn't even look like he was in a fight. Meanwhile, Errol Spence, no lie, I showed my fiance a picture of Errol Spence. She said, dude looked like he just got jumped by a gang. She said, dude looked like he just got jumped by a gang of crippled bloods. Like, he just got jumped. It looked like he got beat up by 10 motherfuckers. That's what she said. Meanwhile, Terence Crawford looked like he has not even been in a fight. That is crazy. That's crazy. And it's crazy because Errol Spence is not a scrub. That's the crazy part about it. Dude is not a scrub. Not at all. He's a hell of a fighter. One of the best in his generation. But that kid from Omaha is a generational fighter. He's legendary. Like, looking at somebody that's the creme de la creme of the creme de la creme. 2-time undisputed champion in the 4-belt era. 11-fight KO streak. First undisputed match he had at 140, stoppage. And he made it look way easier than people thought it was going to be. Even if you thought Terence Crawford would beat Julius Ndongo, he just made it look way too easy. And so here comes the narrative of his career. Up to this point, the narrative of his career is like, yeah, he can fight, but he ain't really like that because he ain't fought nobody. Julius Ndongo wasn't nobody. Ricky Burns, Ricky Burns wasn't nobody. Gamboa, Gamboa was a 26 pounder that moved up, even though Gamboa is like the most physically talented fighter that Terence Crawford or Errol Spence. Well, even though Errol Spence didn't fight him, but you know what I mean? Like, he's the most physically talented fighter, you know what I'm saying, that either one of them has faced, except for Terence Crawford. But no, Gamboa wasn't nobody. Victor Postol wasn't nobody. Like, all of these people, they tried to downgrade. They tried to downgrade Terence Crawford. They tried to downgrade these people to make it look like Terence Crawford just, you know, he was just getting cupcakes and he's a hype job and he really ain't as good as we say. Whole time, he was even better than, that's the crazy. Terence Crawford was even better than Terence Bud Crawford fans thought he was. Look, Terence Bud Crawford is my personal favorite fighter of this generation, and he's been that for a while now. Dude showed he was even better than I thought he was, and I watched all his fights. He's like another level, another stratosphere. And it feels good. It feels good to Terence Bud Crawford fan, not with the, oh, I told you so. That ain't what feels good. It feels good that this guy finally got an opportunity to prove to everybody what he's been saying and what his supporters have been saying. Like, hey, this dude is a special fighter. He's a special talent. He's a generational fighter. It's about time he got that credit. It's about time he got the opportunity to display that to the world. It's about time. It's about time that he finally got one of these guys. You know what I mean? Like, and then the Sean Porter. Let's go to Sean Porter. Do y'all see now why Kenny Porter stopped that fight? Do y'all see when dude turns loose on you, it gets ugly. It can get ugly. Real ugly, real quick. And it got real ugly real quick for Earl. You know, Terence Crawford, signature combination that he hit Earl with. Wow. Backhand first, then the lead hand. Lead hand is a strong hand. Like, for Terence Crawford, his lead hand is his strong hand because he's a right-handed southpaw. So, Errol Smith was a little off balance when he hit him. So I'm like, okay. I got a little excited, but I'm like, okay. And as the fight developed, I'm like, oh, yeah, Errol can't hang with him. He can't hang with him at all. Like, he was so prepared. Terence Crawford was so prepared. His defense, to me, that was the most impressive part of the fight for me, was the defense, because the narrative is Terence Crawford, hey, he likes to get hit. And yeah, Terence Crawford does get hit from time to time. Errol Spence hit him a few times, not much. But the defense was on point. Errol couldn't touch him. It's crazy. You know, it's crazy though, because Terence Crawford, he's stamped himself as a legend. Let's get that straight, understood. He stamped himself as a legend. You can't even mention Floyd Mayweather's name without mentioning Terence Crawford at this point. You can't even mention Manny Pacquiao's name without mentioning Terence Crawford. Can't. Who? Floyd Mayweather? Who? Manny Pacquiao? And that's not to take credit away from those guys, but you got to put Terence Crawford right up there with any welterweight ever. You got to put him up there. You know, the guy is crazy talented, can do everything in the ring. He can fight on the inside. He can fight on the mid-range. He can fight on the outside. He can move. He can apply pressure. He's a masterful ring general. Has a great jab. And he can do all of these things from either position, southpaw or orthodox. And he can hurt you with either hand. He can hurt you with any punch. Straight punches, short punches, hooks, uppercuts, wide punches, looping punches, punches you don't see, punches you do see. It don't matter. The talent is crazy. And the skills to meet that talent, the combination of those two things, the quickness, the agility, the reflexes, the timing, the power. Man, that dude is on another level, y'all. Yeah, he's on another level. He's now, what's gonna happen next? I'm really mad now. All of a sudden, I'm upset that Jermell Charlo has jumped up and he's going after Canelo Alvarez. I'm really disappointed that has unfolded and taken place, and that's what's going on. Canelo, hey, Canelo, tell Jermell to stop what he's doing. Go defend them belts against Bud. That's what I want to see next, honestly. I want to see Jermell and Bud and go at it. But, Jermell's not going to turn around and do that, so I don't even know why the hell I brought that up, man. But crazy performance from Terence Crawford. He shocked everybody. Not going to lie. I've had a little bit of fun just scrolling and rolling around YouTube and hearing everybody that doubted this guy give him his props, because not only did they doubt this guy, not only did a lot of people doubt this guy, they shitted on him. Talked about his mama, talked about his sister, talked about his wife, said he was on a plantation, he was a slave to Bob Arum. They called him Talk Rank Toby. Yeah. That's what make it feel good. That will make it feel good, because it's like, yeah. We've been trying to tell y'all. And it ain't the fact that we've been trying to tell y'all. It's like, no, y'all tried to shit on this guy. Y'all trying to shit on the guy that doesn't do anything but work hard and spend time with his family. But y'all want to big up Errol Spence just because he's sashaying with Yellow Beezy, all this old, whatever, Y'all want to big up Errol Spence because of that. Errol Spence is, he's a hell of a fighter, but why y'all shitting on the guy that don't drink, don't smoke, stays in shape year round, lives and breathes this fight game, lives the lifestyle of a fighter, but y'all want to put the guy who, gets drunk and flip the Ferrari over, y'all want to put him on the pedestal. And it's, and it's not like a personal character attack on Errol Spence, People are human. You want to drink a little bit from time to time, even though you're a fighter, cool. I ain't mad at that, Don't flip no Ferrari over because you can really kill yourself, but, cool. You want to drink or whatever, do your thing, party, cool. That's all right. But why would y'all shit on the guy who lives the lifestyle of a fighter? Why would y'all shit on the guy that said, ain't nothing stopping me and Errol Spence from fighting? Yeah, I'm with Top Rank. He with PBC, but they work for us. We can come together and make it happen. Terence Crawford has been said that. Like, hey, it is what it is. I'm going to fight. I'm going to want to fight this guy. I want to fight him. What's up? Wrong side of the street. Terence Crawford ducking. He really didn't want to. He just beats up taxi cab drivers and Uber drivers and mechanics. Now what? That's what make it feel good, because people have Top Rank Toby. Really? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that would make it feel good. But just because they shitted on the dude so much, they shitted on the dude so hard, and they shitted on a guy who has been a consummate professional. That's the like why you wanna shit on the dude that goes out here and does everything right, and it showed the immense gap in skills. The gap in skills was crazy. Like it was, dude was on another level. He's on another level. Appreciate what you just seen. You just witnessed history. You just watched a legend. You just witnessed all time greatness. You know what I mean? And don't matter if you don't like them. Don't matter if you love them. Don't really matter. You know what I mean? Terence Bud Crawford is the #1 pound for pound fighter of this generation. Period.